They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Big 13.
From the 35 on second down. Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. 7-7, our score after one. From the 45 on second down. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rolling to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson on 1st down. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. the ground, it's Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He'll get this off to Swift. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
11. Right, 80.
Now it's Burrow. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
fourth down on as the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Chris Barnes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brandon Ayuk, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's to the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards to the house, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
To throw is Jackson. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Flush to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Barkley
able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
105 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
It's a big play that time by the Jets. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Keep it up, guys.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Here we go. 180. Nice hot. 11, Thomas. Shift this side. We got 3.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because it... Ball game is over.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
12, 12, 12.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game